5. I watched Scream 5, but I haven't watched Scream 6, Scott Walker. So I'm going to watch Scream 6 this week. Wonjin's going to watch Scream 5 and 6.
Yeah. And I'm also going to watch the old Scream 1, just to refresh my memory.
Yo, so next week can be a slasher special because I'm going to watch that Killer's Paradox.
Oh, that's right.
So we're going to talk about a bunch of murderers, serial killers, mass murderers. And we can talk about that whole genre in Let's Talk next week.
Mm-hmm.
But Scream 5, I got to say, what's up, ZZ? Scream 5, I actually liked it. I didn't hate it. But it wasn't really a movie that I went back to again and again, Scott Walker. Like, for me, the first Scream was already meta. You know how, I think we talked about this last time, Wonjin, but the first Scream is like a parody of horror movies anyway. So, but Scream 5, which came out in 2022, I remember the change was the original characters were there. Courtney Cox and Wild Things.
Not Denise Richards. What's her name? Neve Campbell.
Yeah. And but the main character, it turns out, is one of the two guys' daughter in the first one.
Really?
Oh, shit. It's not a spoiler because I'm sorry, Wonjin hasn't watched Scream 5, so we got to be careful, guys. No, it's not a spoiler because it starts off in the very first movie.
Okay.
And it builds up from there. But it's kind of like Matrix 4 to me, where they are fully aware of the Scream 1. But you know what the funny thing is? For Scream 5, even the characters constantly mention this movie called Stab, and which is basically talking about Scream. And they keep saying this would happen in Stab, and in Stab you would be the likely killer. And yeah, even the main characters from the past movies, they come and say, like they reference themselves. So that's the running joke. So if I remember correctly, like it was, I think, almost 2 hours, but it was fun. But it's not something like where. It's not like Schindler's List, to be honest.
The impression I got is maybe it's made for like the fans of the franchise.
That's actually, I think there's a direct line from that says that, like, in the movie. If because do you want to be spoiled, Wonjin, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, it's not like it's gonna like shatter my life.
Let me tell you something. I won't go into detail, but one of the killers rant about how there's nothing wrong with loving Stab, aka Scream. The fans want this, so we'll give it to the fans. And like it's actually quite hilarious.
Yeah, it does remind me of Matrix 4 when I hear that, because
now I remember that dude comes out. One of the characters is that dude from The Boys, Huey.
Oh,
that actor is one of the characters in Scream 5.
I see.
Yeah.
He's Dennis Quaid's son.
He is?
Yeah, Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan's son.
He looks nothing like them.
Yeah. But if I'm right, he is the son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan.
Holy shit.
Just like in Fargo, I don't remember which season, but we have Tom Hanks' son.
Yeah.
And this guy is Dennis Quaid's
No, but
son.
he looks like Tom Hanks. But this guy doesn't look like Dennis Quaid to me.
Hold on.
Wow. No, because remember, Ethan Hawke's daughter looked like Ethan Hawke too.
And also, like, Uma Thurman.
Like, she's like
the complete, like, 50-50.
Yeah, exactly. The chromosomes align perfectly.
Huey Campbell.
Oh, so the actor's name is...
Jack Quaid.
Yeah, Jack Quaid. But are there a lot of Quaids, though? Is he really a Dennis Quaid's son?
Jack Quaid is an American actor.
Dennis Quaid. Wow.
The son of actors Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid.
Wow. I did not see the resemblance. So interesting. No, but he's all right. Like, I think he does those roles, though. But then again, Denzel Washington's son doesn't look anything like Denzel either.
That's true.
I did not get the resemblance at all.
Ice Cube's son does have like Ice Cube's face. He does look like Ice Cube.
Scott Walker.
Oh, Scott Walker.
There's
one part in Scream 5 that doesn't make sense. It was Stu that did kill Dewey in the hospital. Why would you say, it's an honor What it is that all? What is that all about?
No, but I just felt like Stu was like he was just obsessed with killing everybody from the Stab movies. So like without like Wonjin doesn't know what we're talking about. So I just thought it made sense for me, Scott Walker. Actually, he was just obsessed with everything about Stab, aka Scream. So he wanted to kill him because he was such a main character in Stab. Okay, Wonjin doesn't understand what I'm saying, but if you're talking about Courtney Cox's ex-husband in real life, who happens to be the ex-husband in this movie as well, so that's what his obsession with Scott Walker. So that's why the movie was meta, because
the ex-husband, isn't he like the Arquette guy? I forgot his name.
I'm not telling you, Wonjin, but yeah. So that's what it is about Scott Walker.
Oh, David Arquette. Yeah, that's right, David Arquette.
Oh shit.
But anyways.
Yeah. Hey Walker, Wonjin hasn't watched it yet, so let's be careful with our comments, because
I mean, it's Scream, so I think it's kind of okay.
Oh man, if you say that to the fans, they're gonna kill you, man.
I mean,
it's Scream.
Yeah, it's Scream. It's I mean, the whole thing is not plot driven.
Mm-hmm. Joe, did you see any evidence pointing to Stu Macher being alive or not? Did you see any clothes for him to be in the line? And what did you think of the replica? I don't like. If you're talking about Scream 5, I just didn't get that vibe at all. Remember, it's what's her name? It's all in her head, so I didn't get that vibe at all, Scott Walker. I think I really do want to fan to you guys, but if they found a Korean American actor to play Ghostface in Scream movie, would you guys be offended by that? No, we'd be fine with it.
Not at all.
No, because Wonjin, I'm sorry, Wonjin. No. Scott Walker, I did see some Asian American cops. They were presented as incompetent, but I didn't mind that. That's just part of a.
Yeah, because being incompetent doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not influenced by race.
Yeah. No, I don't mind it at all. Oh, but now that you mentioned Scott Walker, I did like the diversity of the race of the main characters. I did like because just like let me explain this to Wonjin. Just like in X-Men First Class, they get an update of basically the same members as the original Scream, but they're very racially diverse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I actually like that one, like Walker.
In Korean dramas depict cops as being incompetent all the time. Well, except for the 범죄도시, where that big guy like punches everybody to pulp. Yeah.
No, but if you're gonna talk about K-dramas, we're offensive to a lot of things. So be prepared. do not expect sensitivity at all. But especially older K-dramas, you're gonna see some shocking things.
Yeah,
there might be cultural shocks. But Scream 5. So hey Walker, like I'm glad you mentioned Scream 5. Now that you mentioned it, I am definitely gonna watch Scream 6 now, because I haven't watched Scream 6 because I didn't even know they released another Scream, to be honest. And
are there 7 in total so far?
I think 7 is what's being developed.
Oh, okay.
So 5 is starting the new franchise. I've watched the first one, but I didn't watch the 6th one. So I have to play catch up, just like Wonjin too.
I see.
Oh well, that is probably the only exception. Yeah. No, but if you guys went back to California, would you go to the actual Stu house and do an overnight stay there all night if you did?
I would not do that at all. Even if I'm a diehard Scream fan, I would not do something that is so ominous.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but
why put myself there?
No, but actually, like, if it's like Stu's house, I wouldn't mind actually, because like I wouldn't do that for like ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna sleep somewhere safe.
Yeah, but like Scream is very grounded on reality. So actually, I wouldn't mind, Walker. I haven't watched last Screams either. Yes, if you want to play catch up to Scream 5 and Scream 6 is all you need to watch for us to have this discussion with Walker all together. I will probably do it and sleep like a baby. I mean, let's be honest though, like unless someone is trying to jump scare me, like that ghost face that the Scream guys wear, it doesn't scare me that much anymore. They've done it so many times.
We're gonna think it's like a Halloween prop.
Yeah, but in Scream 5, they did the same phone call thing too. It did remind me, maybe in America they still have like internet phones for the house. Because in Korea, I think we barely see that anymore.
We no longer have those phones in our homes.
Yeah.
We all have mobile phones.
Yeah, it's all smartphones for
And
us.
we all know like who the caller is, and if it's like someone that we don't know, some people don't even answer it.
Yeah. Well, now that I remember, like one of the, okay, without spoiling one of the characters was from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, too.
Ah, really? Okay.
Scott Walker, you know what I'm going to do before I see Scream 7? I'm going to watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 before I see 7. And what do you guys think about the idea before we see 7? Like, Walker, let's update that next week when me and both Wonjin are catched up in Scream 5 and 6.
I wonder if they're gonna continue with the meta concept.
Like, it's hard for me to answer that because I haven't watched 6 yet. So if 6 is meta, they're definitely going to continue to do meta. Because they brought in Courtney Cox just to do meta. If I remember, she's barely in the movie, too. Out of all the Ghostface masks from the movie, which one do you find the scariest story? If you give me your honors to pee, in which Ghostface mask do you find the scariest? I wish they changed it completely, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about this before, but of all the horror movies, the scariest mask is the hockey mask from Jason.
No, but he's talking about Ghostface specifically. So I didn't know there were multiple versions of that. Maybe if they add horns and change the Ghostface to resemble more of a samurai mask, something more realistic, like a yokai or a demon, maybe that will scare it. Zetzi, Scream doesn't have monsters, so don't worry about it. It just has crazy mass murderers that enjoy the thrill kill of it all. No, but Scream 5, like, I do have some problem with all these remakes, though. But Scream 5, I would say this about Scream 5, Walker. It is one of the better remakes. Because it goes full meta. And I think, Wonjin, you're going to agree next week with me. Because it's just like, it doesn't give a fuck. And that's why it works. It's so funny that... Because there's a scene where... It's a long scene of one character continuing to open the fridge, closing it, doing shower stuff, and every time, like his side is viewed, you're like, okay, is this where the killer comes?
Is this when it happens? Is this when it happens?
Like, if my memory serves, the funny thing is, it happens for like 5 minutes straight. So we're like, okay, is it happening or not? So like, there is this like
they're playing with their expectations.
Yeah, there is a smart. There was this smart, like, creative decisions that worked, I think. But is it a masterpiece? You know, it was entertaining in my memory. There's a black Ghostface mask, there's a red Ghostface mask, and there's a metal Ghostface mask, and there's a blue and green one. I'll go with the metal one. Some iron, like rusted iron. Maybe if the mask would be a person with no skin on their face and no eyelid or something weird like that. Oh, man. Zezzy is brutal.
That would be terrifying.
You know? Yeah, that's brutal. But,
anyway, so next week I'll probably watch the first Scream and then Scream 5. And if I get the chance, I will also watch Scream 6.
No, but hey, focus on 5 and 6 first. Because I don't think you need to watch the first one, because the 5...
Maybe I'll catch more of, like, the references they make in Scream 5.
No, but like, if my memory serves right, they actually tell you what the reference is.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's almost like, you know how if you read a
so kind.
if you read a commentary for the Bible, they always quote the actual Bible quote. Like Psalm 3:5 says, "This is it." Kind of, I think it was like that. No, but like, it was fun, but I never watched it again. I only watched it one time, Walker. That sounds like Scooby-Doo, Ice Cream Ghost. There's a black ghost face. Yeah. No, but like, that it is funny that like Scream is so beloved. I think it's I think we said something similar like this last time. Wonjin is like, it's because it's simple.
Yeah.
And I guess being simple means you can do a lot with it. You know, there are not many rules in this universe except the Stu house. And you know, I mean, I do like the mix of slasher and satire. You know, like it's a different thing than Jason, because Jason with the hockey mask is always presented as scary. It's like never funny, I think, almost. There might be some inside jokes here and there, but the horror takes over. But I think Scream is this unique slasher that's kind of a slasher comedy almost.
Yeah, and it was the movie of every teenager back in your days. That's true.
Yeah.
So, and all those people now have like a teenage kid, probably in the U.S.
Yeah, you know what would be pretty cool if they did a Scooby-Doo Scream movie crossover with Scooby-Doo? Like, do you think the characters from the movie Scooby-Doo characters will be do it? Oh, man. No, but hey, now that you said that, Walker, I'm going to sound like a sick fuck, but I want that crossover, and I want a lot of the Scooby-Doo gangs to get killed. Like, it would give me pleasure, because if you think about it, we've been watching them in dozens of episodes all safe. I would actually like to see them panic. Like shitting their pants in the closet, literally. Okay, we thought this was like this crossover. They didn't know it was a crossover. And then it turns out the masked human is an actual killer. Like a serial killer. And it would be funny if like they all panicked the fuck out. And like it would be it would be nice to see Scooby-Doo actually act like a real aggressive dog. Like he was berserk.
Completely vicious.
Yeah, turn into a German Shepherd, basically. Like to protect his friends. I would watch that one. It has to be rated MA or rated 18. Like it's a Scooby-Doo gang in a literal like perverted sex dungeon of a serial killer, and then they don't know what the fuck is going on. And they lose their shit and start blasting the killer. I would fucking watch that. How cool would it be there, like I said, Scooby-Doo Scream crossover and they see Shaggy and Ghostface? No, but like, I like Walker, I want them to be the victims, not the killer. Because if you think about it, if Scooby-Doo wears the Ghostface, everybody's going to know it's Scooby-Doo. Like, remember in Scream, part of the Ghostface works because it could be anybody.
That's right.
Yeah, it's upgraded to adult series. Yeah. Like, my favorite scene in that would be Scooby-Doo losing his shit and ripping the serial killer's face off with his mouth and chewing on it. And then, like, the surviving, like, Scooby-Doo gang members are like, this never happened. And
they go back to having a barbecue.
Yeah, they turn on this Disney music, and the Scooby-Doo gang was okay. And then they blew up the fucking sex dungeon with the murderer. Just clap them all, baby. Walker, that's a great idea. That's the best crossover idea you had. I will watch that. I think I'm going to get some sick pleasure watching like the Scooby-Doo gang get hurt. Man. And I always wanted her glasses to get knocked up. What's her name? I want her to be slapped by the killer. Yeah. Every time I bring this up to Trish, she gets really upset with me about this. I think I know they should end the Scooby-Doo series, but he dies. No, Walker. Like, you are... Oh, man. Yeah. No, but... Let me tell you something. Even if it's a crossover, Scooby-Doo can't die. Him and that guy with the messy hair, they can't die. But the other guys, especially that like gold blonde, he can go. I wanted him to be the first victim. Yeah. Joe, what happened to you as a child? You don't want to know. There's the Daphne. Yeah, I think Daphne. I will want them to suffer. Like I'm talking like Saw level violence here, guys, by the way.
Also, like Scooby-Doo wearing the mask.
No,
like you said, it would be so obvious, and the joke is gonna be like, Scooby-Doo, is that you? And Scooby-Doo's like, no, it's not me.
No, I want better. Let me give it the best line from this slasher will be, someone's like, shall we guess a clue? Like Scooby's like, fuck the clue! we're gonna clap that motherfucker! We're gonna Hannibal Lecter that fucker! And put him in the butterfly cave! Like fuck a clue! Like this is like the 30-minute mark should be they realizing that this is no longer a mystery. There are no puzzles and clues.
They're being hunted by serial killers.
This is a fucked up situation. And like I want them to say some dialogue that you never heard before, like "mommy" or like "save me." Yeah. Oh.
Man.
Yeah. Jin can really make Scooby's voice. Yeah, one Jin can make a lot of different voices. Jin, like I said earlier about the Rugrats, Raptor is their hero, is a dinosaur character, but he's based off Godzilla. And do you think he's canon to the Godzilla franchise?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, but they can always, like, as long as the idea is fresh, I think anything can be canon, right? Like Scooby-Doo, like screaming. Okay, I'm going to stop because I was going to say starting to go, like, even more crazier. But,
anyways, so Scream, I would definitely watch it next week, and we'll see what more there is talk about. Yeah, because it's been a long time since I watched the Scream franchise.
Yeah, so Zenzi and Walker, like Scream 5, Scream 6, and also check out Killer's Paradox. It's a Korean drama. From what Wonjin told me, it's about a killer and someone trying to catch the killer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one is actually, I think, in the same topic as what we're going to talk about with Scream. So check that out. And also, if there is like a new show we haven't watched or movie comes up, we will talk about that too. So definitely check out for that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's 9:30 p.m. in Korea. You know what I'm doing right now? I'm watching Jurassic Park. Oh man, Jurassic Park Marathon is great, Walker. It was super good. Anyway, guys, it's 9:30 p.m. in Korea right now, and me and Wonjin, being the old bastards that we are, according to ZZ, we need some food to sustain ourselves. So we're gonna go do that. Watching Chaos 3 Jurassic World. What are you eating tonight?
Maybe pizza?
Actually, I'm very full thanks to Scott Walker and ZZ and Lee Chan Hong and Layla's support for us. But we will be eating pizza. But anyway, thank you guys. This has been JoeJin Movie So Awesome. I was Joe.
I was Wonjin.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Pizza. Hamburger. Ice cream sundae. My mother slapped it away. I got fat, she said. You were a piece of